Hello guys, how are we all doing? Welcome back to yet another video. What a win that is. Coventry City, I said, are starting to motor up the division. Made a video the other day saying we are, and it looks like we genuinely are, because that is a massive win at Vicarage Road. Do like, do subscribe, and cookie. How about that? Coventry 1-0 at Watford.
Yeah, it's a mad result really, isn't it? Because we said, well, I said before the game, don't really see how we're going to win this one, and turns out we did all right, to be fair. I think I said before the game, 2-0 to Watford. I just think Watford have got a lot of quality, but
yeah,
I mean, none of it was on show in that game. And looking at the way we played, really, really good, really solid. And this defence, mate, looking quite good, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Pretty decent.
Honestly, I think we were well worthy of the win today. I thought, my prediction for this was 2-2. Obviously, I got that wrong. I thought this would be an open game. And the stats, obviously, Watford more possession. But
that's it, though.
The thing is, what I expected from this game today is Watford have got arguably one of the best front fours in the Championship this season. João Pedro, Sarr, they've got so much quality going forwards. So I thought if Coventry are going to get anything, they have to score, because I felt Watford are going to score. But I tell you what, we continue to get these clean sheets, and to do it away at Watford, for me, that is the best clean sheet so far this season.
Josh Eccles right back, George Burrows left back. What's going on there? Do you know what I mean? And we're keeping clean sheets. Josh Eccles, let's give the lad some credit. I mean, there were a few occasions today where he could have let it slip. But Blackburn, he had to face against Ben Brereton Diaz, one of the best inside forwards in the league. Today, he's got Ismail Assar, and we haven't conceded. Like, let's give the man some credit. He's not very good at right back, but he's had two tough oppositions there, and he's come out on top in both times.
Agreed.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's a world beater at right back, because he's clearly not. But he's been put in there to do a shift, and he's done it.
Yeah.
So fair play to him. There were occasions where Watford did get in behind. They did have a disallowed goal, which was because of Eccles, and there was another one in the second half where it should have been a goal. Like, ball got played across, and I don't know how the geezer's missed it. He's about 3 yards out, and he scooped it over the bar. Absolute horrendous. But they both came from Eccles. But still, no goals conceded. Eccles played right back. He's done really well. Give the lad some credit. It's not his position. We all know this now. But he's doing the job.
Yeah. Honestly,
Burrows as well.
Everyone in the starting 11 I'm going to give praise to today. Gyökeres put himself about. He got the goal. What was weird about the goal was I need to watch it back, but I'm not convinced by his connection, but it went in. He did have some other good chances. He put himself about, like I say, he chased. At times he felt, I thought he looked isolated, but when he went forwards, we looked really good with Palmer and Sheaf spraying the ball out for Allen and Gyökeres. I thought we were fantastic and such a threat, and Watford genuinely couldn't deal with it, even though we weren't playing with two strikers or anything. So fantastic going forwards. The only time Coventry looked a little bit suspect at the back was when Watford were counter-attacking us, but then we still got the clean sheet, which is massive. And like I say, the stats are Watford dominated possession, as I thought they would, but Coventry City off the ball, away from home, we're doing this thing where we're sitting back quite deep, and we're frustrating teams. Like I say, 3 away wins in a row, 4 away clean sheets in a row. We're looking really solid.
Yeah, it's mad really, isn't it? It's a complete turnaround, and yeah, it goes to show that back five is working. Because I think away from home, you expect it to be a back three with wing backs. It isn't. It's a flat back five, and then you have this like box in the midfield in front of that. And obviously today that was Sheaf and Hamer, which probably is a really solid combination for this league. And then in front of that you got Palmer and Allen, who are running their socks off, doing really well. Jamie Allen, as frustrating as he can be, is very good at getting into good spaces and running around. And Casey Palmer as well. Like, we had rumours from him. Was it Bristol City fans, that he's lazy, doesn't want to do anything, he's not bothered. We have not had that player.
No.
Not had that player at all. We've had some geezer trying his socks off, and the man's creative ability is so good. Like the balls he was putting through to Jamie Allen and Victor Gyökeres, so good. And in a counter-attacking system that we're playing like that, I mean, it's great, isn't it? Because Gyökeres, again, as annoying as he can be with his shooting in front of goal, dribbling and taking people on, creating space for others, so good. And it works really nicely. Oh yeah, I see what you mean about the goal that's just gone in. It looks like he's gone for the far side, but it's sort of clipped in near post.
Yeah, it wasn't the cleanest of connections, but look, it went in. And like I say, in front of that fantastic away support, the Coventry City fans are getting spoiled on the road at the moment. Just simply sensational at the moment. Everything is looking up after everything was a bit suspect. Actually, I will mention, obviously, the stadium issues are still going on, but it does look as though the Wigan and QPR game will be at home for Coventry City, which is obviously amazing, being played at the CBS. We'll see what unfolds in the next few days or weeks. But the important thing is Coventry are winning. The fans are really behind us. We've still got 2 more home games, and we could climb into that top half before the World Cup, which is testament to how good this run is now. If I get that table up, Coventry City, like I say, are really starting to motor up the table. You can see 15th. Who'd have thought that? We were in the bottom 3 at the start of this week. To get to 15th is incredible. Still 2 games in hand on most teams. Bristol City are just below us. We've got 3 games in hand on them. Defensively, only 18 conceded, which is a pretty good return in the middle of the table. 17 scored is 1 goal a game, which is, like I say, enough when you're keeping quite a few clean sheets. The away table, Coventry City are 11th, so we are certainly looking very good away, and 6 unbeaten in our last away. Coventry City at home, still a bit further down the table, but we've got games to catch up on. So, with Wigan and QPR being our next couple home games, Cookie, Wigan down in 23rd, QPR up in 5th. If we could get 4 points, we could be in a very good position and still have a couple of games in hand after the World Cup.
Yeah, it's looking pretty interesting going forward. I feel like we just need to build on what we're doing, and by the time January comes about, maybe if we can, try and get a couple more signings in, get a couple more players in to really spruce it up and add to the squad depth, because you've got to remember we have got a few big injuries, long-term injuries now, so we definitely need something in there, because we can't keep relying on Burrows and Eccles to come in as the right and left backs. It's not the best, is it? No. So we definitely need some first team players to come in. Yeah. We need something, or some loans from the league above or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
I agree.
But I mean, in a league format, you need to be strong defensively, and ultimately in the last probably 9 games, we have been that, and it's been really good to watch, really. Like, because it hasn't been sort of Jose Mourinho part of the bus. It hasn't been disgusting to watch. It's been good. Like, when we go forward, it's enjoyable. And there's definitely something to be said about the way Mark Robbins and Adi Vivesh have sort of turned that around for us, because it was all doom and gloom to start with, and now, really, everybody's probably thinking, playoffs?
Yeah.
Should we have a bit of that?
Well, we'll see. Just before we wrap it up, Cookie, quick time. Man of the match for you.
Interesting one, I guess. I just think Ben Sheaf, every single game, right, gives a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, every single time. He's not going to be my man of the match today. I'm probably going to give it to Casey Palmer.
Yeah.
If I'm to give it anyone. Just because when you go away from home, you obviously need to be strong at the back, and like fair play to the boys at the back, but you need to, when you play like that, you need someone creative. And I think for me today, he was the man who made us those goals, made us that goal, and he was just crucial in us getting forward.
Yeah.
And he was so good. Yeah. I love him. I think he's wicked.
I am going to agree. I'm going to go Casey Palmer. I'll give Ben Wilson a shout out. Burrows, Eccles.
He did make a really good save at the end, Ben Wilson.
And Ben Sheaf, of course. But yeah, I'm going to agree. Casey Palmer. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments, guys. Do make sure to hit that thumbs up button and do subscribe. Coventry City are starting to climb the table. Finished Watford 0, Coventry 1. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.